Trevor Siemian, man. Trevor Siemian. He gonna solve all the Jets' problems. You know, he gonna be the #1 quarterback, and you know, Zach Wilson, he's gonna back him up and continue to be a lot of bullshit. Man, what in the hell are the Jets doing? Reports are coming out right now. Right now, ESPN is reporting this. Bleacher Report is reporting this. That the defensive side of the locker room for the Jets are pissed, and they feel like Saleh is caking for Zach Wilson.
I can get into a long dissertation about what we're seeing. Obviously, I think you know, obviously his pocket presence to us has been so much more improved. His accuracy is much improved. His decision making is much improved.
Nigga, please. Per the report, they said that players feel like if it was them playing like garbage, like Zach Wilson is playing, they ass would have been cut or they would be sitting on the bench. But since it's Zach, and that's like all they got, they got to go ahead and be like, oh, we got to handle it with kid gloves. Look, Jets fans, let me know what y'all think about Trevor Siemian signing. Maybe he's good. Maybe I'm not seeing it. But y'all should have just signed Carson Wentz. If you're going to sign Trevor Siemian, you might as well just sign fucking Cat. Like J. Cole sitting there writing raps for him and shit, delivering it to the New York Jets. But he just said previously, like a couple years ago, that he compared football, like the combine and all that shit, the combine, to slavery. So the option was right there. I made a video, I didn't even release it, talking about the 5 backups and or free agents that the Jets should, you know, sign to be able to help them, because Zach Wilson is an unplayable player. Somebody in the comments for my video that I posted, I'm gonna put the link right here, where I put a video out saying Justin Fields is a bust. Somebody was like, yo, Zach Wilson. I'm like, yeah, I didn't know I had to make a video about Zach Wilson being a fucking bust. We already know that. But Jets fans, explain to me how Carson Wentz is not a better option. Tyrod Taylor is not a better option. Jacoby Brissett is not a better option. If you don't get a player of that caliber at quarterback to help with Zach Wilson, and eventually once they learn the offense, replace Zach Wilson because he's unplayable, right? If you don't have a player of that caliber, then this season's over. And how in the fuck is the front office and Robert Saleh going to keep their job? Maybe the ownership will be like, well, Aaron is fucked up. We were probably going to make the playoffs if Aaron played. So, hey, give us another shot. But now the defensive side of the ball, those defensive players, and I'm pretty sure it's like Sauce and them, they are pissed because Robert Saleh's going up and not saying like, hey, he needs to play better. He needs to play better. Robert's like, oh, it's the whole team needs to play better. Jets fans, I understand why you be frustrated from that. And defensive players for the Jets, I understand why you'd be frustrated from that. But to be quite honest with you, what the fuck is Robert Saleh supposed to say? Last year, they land-basted Zach Wilson. He needs to play better. He keeps making mistakes. We need to sit him down. They sat Zach Wilson down for all types of quarterbacks. Mike White, people was wearing Mike White jerseys and shit. They had everybody go out there. I can't remember the Strader. I think that was another dude that played after Mike White got fucked up and he started playing bad. Man, my whole point is that if you don't get another quarterback in the next couple of weeks, unless Zach or Trevor just magically get better, then this is a wasted year and you're wasting players' young years of development. Case in point, Seattle Seahawks, right? The Seattle Seahawks, they had signed a quarterback or whatever, and then they drafted Russell Wilson. All of like the defensive players that we saw from the Legion of Doom, they were all young guns. They were all young, second, third year players. And they went to the playoffs and then they won the Super Bowl. And they went back to the Super Bowl and continued to be dominant for multiple years until the whole shit blew up. Right now, that could be the Jets, but they can't figure out the quarterback situation. Aaron Rodgers was the stopgap, but they did not have a backup plan. The backup plan cannot be, oh, Zach Wilson, we just gonna have him sit and learn from Aaron Rodgers. There's some shit you can't teach. Some instincts is something you can't teach. You going down without getting hit, that's some shit that you cannot teach. as a Jets fan, I'm not a Jets fan, but all the Jets fans out there, I feel bad for y'all because this is an organizational issue. Y'all should have been had Carson Wentz or someone the fuck else. Jacoby Brissett was out there. He was with the Browns, my favorite team. He was with the Browns. He was a free agent. That should have been the first call. Dobbs was available. There's multiple other things they could have did. I understand that y'all put your faith in Aaron Rodgers, but he is 30 motherfucking 9. So eventually he gonna miss some time. But this shit is a disgrace, man. I feel bad for Saleh because it feels like they couldn't get that one thing right. It's the quarterback situation. And he's probably gonna lose his job. And we might not see Aaron Rodgers ever play for the Jets unless something magical happens and he gets better quickly because he had like a scientific, like some new type of technique they did on his Achilles or some shit. Maybe that works, but as of right now, man, looking at their schedule and looking at what they got going on, this is gonna be the same thing that happened last year. Team is ready to compete, but the fuck quarterback, they don't got one. Look, make sure y'all like, make sure you subscribe. Zach Wilson is a bust, but if you want to hear my diatribe for why I think Justin Fields is a bust as well, click this link right here. YFM Sports.